Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Michelle Simon. She's the Boone County Extension Agent for Agriculture. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, I'm glad you're here today because you and I know some of your fellow agents have put together a really cool program that I think is very timely right now.
Yeah, so we're working on the Freezer Beef Bootcamp. So we're really excited about this program. It's the first one, so we're kind of doing a pilot deal with this, kind of kicking it off. But the need was brought up from our local Cattlemen's Association, the Northern Kentucky Cattle, and then the Campbell County Cattle Association. So Dan Allen, Don Sorrell, and I have kind of partnered with the beef specialist and ag economic specialist to get this rolled out. We're really excited about it. There's such an increased interest in local beef. I mean, it's perfect timing to get something like this rolling.
And I think we did see that last year, people wanting to know where their beef farmers were so they could source that beef locally. However, it's a process. It's not something that somebody's going to get into overnight. And you guys are going to cover some of those critical topics that I think farmers need to know if they're thinking about getting into the freezer beef business.
Absolutely. And this is going to be a really good program to kind of build the foundation for people. So if they haven't done it before, they're kind of still trying to figure out if it's something that's going to work for them or not. This will be a great program to kind of line that out. Dr. VanValin is working on that master finisher program. So that's kind of going to be like the next step up from this program for people that want to learn more in depth about it. But yeah, we're going to cover pricing strategies. You know, sometimes it's tough to know where to start pricing it and to make sure you're not just breaking even and actually making a profit. So we're going to talk about that, talk about working with your butcher, working on your different cuts of meat and different things like that, like what kind of cuts you're going to want and how you're going to market that. It's always a big topic in this area is whether you're going to have it processed and be USDA inspected or not as well, because that's another issue, trying to get in some of these processing plants and get an appointment made there.
You guys are going to cover all those. So it's a multi-session class or course.
Yes, it's a 4-part session. So we're going to have the first session really talk a lot about the nutrition of how to finish it in profitable finishing weights too. So, you know, it's not just this set number to finish a calf. You know, it's going to change based on the frame size, nutrition, different things like that. So we're going to talk a lot about that, facilities that you're going to need, you know, kind of those management topics at the front end. It's going to be pretty heavy on the economics as well, figuring that part out. Dr. Rentfrow is going to talk about the different carcass characteristics, how much meat to expect. He's got a really great publication on that, and it really brings it to light. You know, customers don't realize it all the time, and if you're new to finishing out freezer beef, it might be new to the producers as well.
Yeah, and I think that's part of some of the consumer education part of this as well. You know, how much, if somebody buys a half, how much beef is that for your family? And I think all those things are important for the producer to know so that they can educate the consumer.
Absolutely. They can say it up front and maybe even give that publication to people and say, hey, this is just a heads up of what to expect.
It starts tonight, March 1st. And for those of us on Central Time, I know the program starts at 7 p.m. Eastern, but 6 p.m. Central. So people would need to make that adjustment from the flyer if you're in Central Time. But how do people get registered if they want to attend?
They can call my office. So it's the Boone County Extension Office. Our number is 859-586-6101, and we can get them signed up from there. We have an online registration system. It can be a little intimidating if you're not familiar with it, so we can walk everybody through.
What great information that you'll be able to get from leading experts in the state of Kentucky to really get you set up for that. Now, Michelle, is there a cost to attend?
No, there's no cost associated with this. And we're also going to have a workbook too. So, you know, we like having those manuals, just like Master Cattleman. People like to have a workbook or a handbook they can take home. So we're going to do a hard copy version of that if people would like it, but we can also do an electronic version. So we can send that out, you know, easy enough. And, you know, if somebody's at work, because I realize that the time change, if they're not off work yet, we can record these too and send them out afterwards if people can't watch them when it's actually airing.
Well, Michelle, I commend you and your fellow agents up in Northern Kentucky because I think it's a great program that's going to benefit a lot of people across the state of Kentucky. And who knows, we might become one of those freezer beef states and be known for the great beef that we produce here. So certainly appreciate your time with us today. And if you have any questions, make sure to contact your local extension office and we'd be happy to help direct you to Boone County. Thanks for watching and we hope you have a great day.